Hello, it's Jay here again, and welcome to another video. And we're picking up exactly where we left off in the last video, where we had created these three functions. And we're going to carry on creating some more functions. So under block timing, we're going to create of type private void. And let's give this a naming convention of check if opponent is attacking. We'll open and close brackets, we'll open and close again. While we're here, we might as well create of type private void, and this is going to be calculate distance. And again, we'll open and close on there. So let's just copy and paste some debug logs in. We'll switch around to the naming conventions. I should have also put one in block timing, so let's do that now also. And we'll come into check opponent is attacking. And what we're going to do, we're going to create a couple of if blocks now. These if blocks are only going to be for testing, and you'll see why in a second. So if open and close brackets, inside the bracket opponent AI dot opponent is kicking high equals true. And we'll come to the next line. Now obviously what we want is a single bool we can reference in this script from the opponent AI that will actually be true or false no matter what attack the opponent's doing. But we're going to do that later. This is just so we can actually have something we can test for now. So in the line below, underscore opponent is attacking is going to equal true. We'll close the line off. And because we're going to change this, I'm not commenting it now. Once we actually get a basic block working, that's when we'll come back and we'll update this and we'll add the comments and change the code as we need to then. So I've copied and pasted that same if block below and just changed true to false on both lines. And now we can come to calculate distance. We're going to say if open and close bracket, and we want to reference to the player 1 dot transform dot position dot x is less than the underscore opponent dot transform dot position x again. We'll come to the end of the line, we'll open and close brackets. I will break that line up for commenting. So in the comments, we're going to say if player 1 x-axis is less than opponent's x-axis value, And we can copy this if statement along with its brackets. We'll come below here and we're just going to change to greater than. And now we can get the code in the brackets in place. So in the first if block, underscore position difference is going to equal. We're going to open and close brackets, close the line off. Inside the brackets, we're going to put opponent's position minus the player's position. And we'll break that out for commenting. Position difference equals opponent's position minus the player's position. We'll come to the line below. So this position difference now gives us a vector 3, so a position on all axes, but we only need to reference the x-axis. So we're going to do underscore position difference x-axis is going to equal position difference, which is this one here, which contains x, y and z axis, and we're just going to reference the dot x, and we can close that line off, and we'll put this into the comments. And in fact, I'll just copy and paste the naming conventions in. Equals and I'll just add on the x-axis. So once those are in place, we can actually copy and paste those lines of code in. And all we're going to do is change around the opponent's and player's position here. So now it's the player's position minus the opponent's. And as always, I'll change that in the comments. And this line will remain the same. So let's get that rid of the empty line. And now we're going to come to the, we want the walk left. So let's have a look. We want in the opponent walk left, we want the first if block where player 1 transform position is less than the opponent's. And we're going to put it inside these brackets. Make sure that it is the less than and not this one, which is more than. Very important. And what we're going to do is call the calculate distance function. So let's do that there. we're going to create another if block. If open and close brackets, position difference x-axis is less than the position modifier, and then we're going to use the double and I'll actually enter here already. So and opponent is attacking is equal to true. So let's put this into the comments. If position different x-axis is less than the position modifier and the opponent is attacking is equal to true. And then what we'll do is we'll just copy this line here where we change states. We'll paste that in. And what we're going to change to is our player blocking state. So let's change that there. And we'll also change it out in the comments. I'll remove the empty line. Now we want to copy the calculate distance line and all of that if statement. So let's copy that. And we're going to come to player walk right. This time we do not want the first if block where it says player 1 transform position .x is less than. This time we do want the second one, the greater than opponent's position. So very important where these go. So please just be aware of that. And we're going to paste that in again. And we're going to save that off there. So I'm going to leave it here for this lesson. We don't need to change anything to this code. We'll leave it here for this lesson. We'll pick this up in the very next video, and in the next video we will be able to begin to test this out, which I'm sure many of you are looking forward to. So we'll do that in the very next vid, and as I said, we'll leave it here for now. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.